gentlemen, nice to meet you today. My name is Anna Chen. We have cooperated with Motorola Company for many years. It is very exciting because recently we have a new technology called navigation system. Of course, in the future, we hope it will be embedded in the cell phone. Before this presentation, I want to ask you one question, but please think about it. Don't give me any answer, but put your answer in your mind. What kind of cell phone is most popular all over the world? It is a very interesting problem. In this presentation, I will tell you. My topic today is brand marketing for cell phone in Motorola. So we will start this presentation with the topic is communication system for cell phone in Motorola. And second, we will discuss the new technology for navigation system. And then we will talk about communication system. And finally, we will give the conclusion. I'm sure after this presentation, you will understand what kind of the cell phone is your best choice. This presentation will last about 8 minutes. Please feel free to ask me questions at any time. So let's start this presentation. We will start this presentation with communication system for cell phone in Motorola. What is communication system? From this picture, you can find on your right side. You can find this picture. The communication system is one device to transfer your information. So now I give the definition for communication system. What is communication system? I will tell you. Communication system is to transfer your information, maybe between people and people, or between organization and organization. So, for examples, maybe you can contact each other by your voice, or maybe you can see each other. This is called imagination communication. Of course, you have the other way. Maybe you can discuss at a meeting. It is very interesting. What kind of communication we will use in Motorola? In Motorola, we use 3G cell phone communication system. What is 3G? This is three generation communication system. Why we use this? Because we want to offer the consumer the high quality communication. are at any time and anywhere. Now, I think someone will curious why we need navigation system. I will give you two examples. This is the first example. Maybe you want to take a trip. If you have navigation system in your car, then you will get the right direction and you won't miss your direction. The other example, if the truck has traffic accident, then it can receive the signal from the satellite and it can know its location and it can send this message to control base station here on your right side. This is control base station. Then the policeman is very easy to find your location. Of course, the policeman will help you to deal with this issue. And now, it is very exciting because this is a new technology for navigation system. We call this system hybrid GPS and GSM navigation system. Here, I believe someone knows what is GPS system. And maybe someone uses this kind of navigation system in your car. So, I give the definition. GPS system is global positioning system. I think from this picture, you can easily understand what is GPS navigation system. On your right side, you can find this is the user. This is user. The user can receive the signal from the satellite, and of course, he can receive the signal from the base station on ground. Then he can know its location. So now, of course, we need to tell you what is GSM. Here, I know somebody every day uses GSM, but maybe you don't know it has this function. So what is GSM? GSM is Global System for Mobile Communication. Yeah. From these pictures, I think you can understand clearly. Actually, this theory is very similar to GPS navigation system. From this picture, you can find this is a major base station. The other this is sub base station, and the MS is the user. So you can find the user can receive the signal from base station, and of course, he can receive the signal from control station. Then he can know its location. Now, I think someone used GPS in your vehicle or in your car. So maybe you want to ask me some questions. GPS is very convenient and it is a product. Why we need to use the other navigation system? I give you two reasons. This is the first. When you enter into the city, you can find a lot of buildings, and this, the GPS system cannot receive the signals from the satellite, so the GPS system doesn't work. The other reason is when you come into the building, then the reason is the same. Because in the building, you cannot receive the GPS, you cannot receive the signal from satellite, so GPS system doesn't work. So we need the other navigation system to support this. is a new technology, GPS and GSM navigation system in Motorola. This picture is the structure of GPS and GSM navigation system. On your right side, you can find if GPS system, it can work. Then we use GPS system. Otherwise, we use GSM system. Until now, I think you get a lot of information. You can forget anything, but please remember what is navigation system. It tells you where you are. If you have this kind of system, you won't miss your direction. Now we move on the topic to communication system. What is communication system? I give a definition, very simple definition. Is a source of entertainment. For example, you can play a game or listen to the music with cell phone. Maybe you can use your cell phone to know the situation of your house when you go outside. Why we want to have this compensation system? Because we hope to give the consumer different kind of the choice. Now we have understand what is communication system and what is navigation system, and we talk about compensation system. Now I give the conclusion. In this conclusion, we have the two parts. One is for the product, the other is for the price. For the product, we have talked about high-tech communication system, 3-generation cell phone. And the second, we discussed new technology for cell phone in Motorola. This is called hybrid GPS and GSM system. And then we talk about the entertainment system. For the price, if you are interested in this product, please discuss this problem with me after this presentation. So because of right price and right price plus right product will be successful marketing. So until now, I think by the end of this presentation, I think you can understand what kind of cell phone is your best choice. Unfortunately, I have over 10 minutes, so I cannot give you any time to ask questions, but please feel free to ask me questions after this presentation. Okay? Thanks for your attention. You give me a minute, I give you all over the world. So by the end of this presentation, I'm sure you will take them home at least 3